Hello to the side and back, my name is Tokiko Uzuru, also known as Toki, and in today's video we are going to be talking about how you can choose, cleanse, and protect your sacred space. Now, people have many different definitions of what they would classify as a sacred space, and that all depends on what religion you're basing your faith off of, or your belief system, or whatever your spirituality is. In the context of witchcraft, your sacred space would either be A, the place that you are holding a lot, if not all, of your magical items, or B, a place in which you are doing all of your magical workings. Now, depending on exactly what path you are going down when it comes to witchcraft, there will be other factors that play into how you're choosing it. But these are 3 rules that I typically go by whenever I'm choosing my sacred space. The first part is that I need little to no interruptions. Typically when I choose my sacred space is usually my room, because people have to knock if my door is closed, and my door is usually closed. Number 2, typically when I'm going for a sacred space, I want to go ahead and make sure that if I'm using a candle, that it burns out completely or long enough for my intentions to have been set. That way nothing else will be interrupted or messed with overall. I did say this earlier, but number 3, storage for your magical workings. So the materials are your magical ingredients. So that would be the herbs, cauldrons, crystals if you have them, magical rocks, enchanted jewelry. But yeah, the third thing would be where you would be able to put, store your magical ingredients / materials. So the second part of this video is cleansing your space. Once you figured out exactly what space, I'm using my room as an example, it is now time to cleanse it out of all energies that do not serve your purpose. So the first part of that would actually be physically cleaning your space. I've talked about this in my video of setting intentions and ways that you can do that. So whether that be scrubbing floors, whether that be repainting walls, or maybe that is just wiping countertops down with a Clorox wipe. Then there are 3 other ways that you can break up and send out any type of stagnant or unnecessary energy. Cleansing by sound, which I like doing myself, so that maybe that's clapping your hands, or maybe that is ringing a bell, or maybe that's grabbing a wooden spoon and a metal pot and banging that together, telling everything that's not supposed to be helping you to get out. There's also smoke cleansing, so grabbing whatever herbs has the cleansing metaphysical properties, or maybe any type of magical properties that you want in the energy for your sacred space. I wish I could say that again, but I don't think I have the spoons. But if, again, fire is a problem and smoke is a problem in the area, then you can go ahead and use a cleansing spray by using those same herbs you would have burned and either boil them in a pot or put them in like maybe some spring water and just spray in your room. Also, for a cheap and secretive option, you could also just use like some sort of aerosol air freshener that has the scent that goes with your intentions. And the last part is protecting your sacred space. This is making some sort of protective barrier around your sacred space to make sure that the energy that you have just expelled out of the space stays out of the space, and you are not getting spiritually attacked by things like trickster spirits or spirits that want to cause you harm. It could also help you whenever you're doing any type of, what was it? Defense. Defense is protecting. Any type of offensive magic, offensive as in you're fighting back, to make sure that you're not getting attacked by other people or your own spells. And similar to cleansing your space, there are many different ways, I will only talk about 4, of how you can protect your sacred space. Number 1 is putting up wards. And although that is your safest bet, it also tends to take a lot of energy and is a bit more complex. But because of the fact that it's supposed to be a stronger protective barrier, I can see why it takes more energy and is a bit more complex. You can also seal all your mirrors and windows with some sort of protection sigil that you make, and use any type of magical herb or herb in general that has the metaphysical properties of protection. If all of that seems like a lot, use salt. Specifically, this is pink Himalayan salt, and I ended up getting it from the dollar store. This entire bottle from the dollar store. And the way I actually use this is by making a thick line of salt, and having the intention that whatever decides to pass through shall be cleansed. I do this with both my windowsills and the top of the threshold of my doorway, because I always forget to cleanse items when I bring them home. Typically any salt is fine. Black salt specifically would actually be, if you can get black salt specifically, if either you can buy it yourself or make it with whatever. And for those who still have to stay in the broom closet, I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, you can use decorative items that you enchant yourself with the intent to protect your space. So things like, maybe you're putting up window art. You can go ahead and infuse that window art with the intent of protecting your space. They also have crystal bookends, as in like things to help keep books standing, even if they're not flush against the sides of the bookshelves. And you can also use color magic when it comes to curtains. Again, black is usually used for protecting, or a statue of whatever deity, either at the entrance of your sacred space or somewhere near the entrance of your sacred space, to go ahead and help as like a guardian or something. Maybe a statue of a gargoyle. But that is the end of this video, and it is about that time for me to do the stereotypical YouTuber outro, where I, as a stereotypical YouTuber, would ask you to do the following. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to learn more about the basic stuff of the nature-based spiritual path, otherwise known as witchcraft, you can hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified. If you have any type of questions, comments, concerns about this specific video, or you want to give me any more video ideas on what you want to learn next, you can go ahead and put all of that in the comments section below. I've been Toki Uzuru, also known as Toki, and this is Toki saying Toki out.